This secret mansion was built on top of a 26-story skyscraper. Apparently, $12 million can get you a massive home, vineyard, a pool, a sun terrace, and all your neighbors hate you. The $12 million project, if that's what you want to call it, was built over 6 years by a man named Professor Zhang Lin, who is the head of a local medicine business. The Nutty Professor Lin bought the penthouse legally, but his extravagant extensions were totally illegal. With a pool, sun terrace, and vineyard, the villa measures 8,600 square feet, not including all the decorative boulders and shrubbery, and obviously the view is incredible though. Lin shifted tons of rubble and rock onto the roof of the building to construct the outrageous home, which looks like it has been carved out of a mountainside. The property even has a Rocky Mountain garden complete with rubble and a gorgeous garden. As a result of the structure's heavy weight, metal reinforcements were built on the sides. But is it possible that he spent 6 years building a mansion on top of a 26-story apartment building in secrecy? Slowly but surely, I guess. A broken pipe caused flooding in the apartments below the Beijing mansion, and this giant home's construction was what caused the problem. There were many people in the 26-story building that didn't even know the place existed. This was originally a small attic when he bought it, but he tore it down and built this mountain on top of everybody. But how did they not notice? The professor ignored complaints from residents about cracks in the walls and leaky pipes for years. It appears Professor Lin is also a bit of a party animal, because the tenants below also complained about loud gatherings upstairs. The mad professor was not popular in the building, as you might expect. Some referred to him as a menace. As Zhang moved tons of rocks and foliage up to the roof, he created what he said was just an ornamental garden. While it looks like a rock garden from a distance, closer inspection reveals a house underneath after the neighbors sent a drone to investigate. Unfortunately, at no one's surprise, the artificial mountain penthouse had to be removed for safety reasons. Dismantling it took over a year. Luckily, there are plenty of photos of this crazy mansion, totally immortalized. China is known for its crazy architecture and design. There are grand European buildings and wide walkways in the Jiangjiang development in Hangzhou, Zhejiang province. The streets of the town are also lined with ornate fountains and statues. During its construction in 2007, a replica of the Eiffel Tower that stood 108 meters was built. Another fountain from the Luxembourg Gardens can be found in a main square called Champs-Élysées. There are fountains and landscaping in the area that have a Parisian style. The community opened in 2007 and can accommodate more than 10,000 people. In spite of this, it's still sparsely populated, and local media calls it a ghost town. This isn't the only Western city faithfully copied in China. Thames Town mimics an English village complete with pubs, red telephone boxes, Harry Potter statues, and Hallstatt 2, a recreation of an Austrian scenic gem, are just some of the kinda odd sights to see while there. Furthermore, the company announced plans to build sky-high farms in Tai Po, Hong Kong, where rice, fruit, and vegetables can be grown on each floor. In a Beijing suburb last year, developers began building 39 Palladian mansions at a cost of $12.1 million to create the country's most expensive housing estate. Western-style mansions with tall columns and impressive entrances look right at home on a sprawling English estate. Recently, near Shanghai, developers unveiled a gigantic glowing donut-shaped hotel. The 27-story Sheraton Huzhu Hot Spring Resort offers 321 spacious guest rooms, including 44 suites and 39 villas. It's 335 feet high with 27 floors, and it cost $1.5 billion to construct. Okay, $1.5 billion for a 27-story building isn't exactly a bargain, but it's the price one pays for this donut-shaped architectural wonder. It is a gorgeous luxury hotel and resort though. It has nicknames such as Horseshoe Hotel and Donut Hotel due to its torus geometrical shape. The horseshoe-shaped hotel lies at Lake Tai between Nanjing and Shanghai. The five-star resort has presidential suites, spacious parking facilities, fitness and wellness center, 4 restaurants, a cafe, a children's pool, and rooms with terraces. The design was conceived by architect Yan Song Ma. and constructed by the Shanghai Feishu Group. It is a franchise of the Sheraton Hotels and Resorts. China also boasts one of the world's largest buildings, the New Century Global Center in Chengdu, Sichuan Province, which is bigger than 20 Sydney Opera Houses. There are 1.76 million square meters of floor space in the New Century Global Center, which opened on July 1st. In terms of size, it is approximately 500 meters long, 400 meters wide, and 100 meters high, large enough to hold 3 pentagons. It dwarfs the previous world's largest building, Dubai International Airport Terminal 3, by approximately 500,000 square feet. The fact that the New Century Global Center was built in only 3 years is almost as impressive as its sheer size. There are 2 5-star hotels, high-end shopping centers, and offices in the ambitious project. As part of the New Century Global Center, there is also a university complex, an IMAX movie theater, a replica Mediterranean village, an ice skating rink, and a massive water park called Paradise Island. There are over 1,000 rooms in the hotel, all with sea views. Within the glass walls of the New Century Global Center is an enormous artificial beach that is more than 1,000 kilometers from the nearest ocean. Due to a sophisticated LED screen, the center's beach can recreate perfect sunrises and sunsets regardless of the actual weather outside. A Japanese technique has been borrowed. The artificial sun will shine 24 hours a day and maintain a comfortable temperature. Using specialized lighting technology, the system both heats and illuminates. A new subway station is located above the New Century Global Center. Chengdu Contemporary Art Center, designed by British Iraqi architect Zaha Hadid, is currently under construction across the street. The building will house an aquarium, a shopping center, a museum, a conference center, and 3 auditoriums. A total of 2,004 people will be able to sit in the main auditorium. The project is the result of a 2007 design and was completed in 2014. In addition, a new airport has been built. Over 14 million people live in Chengdu, the capital city of Sichuan Province. In 2010, Forbes magazine predicted Chengdu would be the fastest growing city, and it really has been. According to a Fortune magazine survey focusing on foreign investments, Chengdu has the best business costs, labor supply, quality of life, and integrated commercial environment in China. In the city's financial district sits the 2,073-foot Shanghai Tower. It's also one of the tallest buildings in the country. But there's nothing quite like what Professor Zhang built. Party on, Professor Zhang. At least now you can escape your annoying neighbors.